So when it comes to shipping stuff online, people really tend to get kind of like overwhelmed because there's so many different types of packaging, especially from like the post office. You can get so many different free sizes and flat rates and all this stuff. It can get really overwhelming. So what we do is we sell clothing full-time from home. You may be a little bit different. You may sell electronics or tools, heavier goods and stuff like that. This may still help you, but this is mostly going to be focused on someone who is clothing centric and wants to like really up their sales this fourth quarter. These are the exact same supplies we use every single day to run throughout, like through thick and thin. We love these supplies, they save us money, and we're going to order them like crazy for fourth quarter to get ready, and so should you. So let's just dive into them right now. First thing, we're going to talk about these two. So these are flat rate envelopes, but one of them is total trash. So this guy is just like the normal flat rate envelope, and this is the legal flat rate envelope. You want this one. The legal one is slightly larger. I don't know if you can really see, but it's quite a big difference. It's about 1.5 inches longer, which does really help, and I'm going to prove that point right now. So what I've done for every item that I'm going to show you, I actually created examples of it. So these are about the same size sweaters. You can see this one has no chance of fitting in there, and this one is going to fit in there. It's going to be a little bit tight, but it's going to fit in there. Like, we'll roll it over and it'll be fine. These flat rate envelopes, total trash. I've never had a situation where like something was over £1 pound and it could fit in here and it would like make sense to carry this as well. Get this one, way better, guys, like way more worth your time. So stick to that. Now, next is something most people are probably familiar with, is the medium flat rate. Now there is several sizes of this. This is the rectangular FRB2. So there's different styles of these. There's more of like a box one. This is the rectangular one. They have 2 different sizes of this. And then there's also a larger game board version of this. So it's the same shape, but it's longer. It's intended to ship game boards. We don't use that one. It's totally useless to us. So this one is great, especially for boots. This is mostly what we'll put in stuff like this, is big, heavy boots like this. These things are fantastic for that. Also, if you're a Poshmark seller, for bundles, things like that, absolutely awesome. You need to have this box. Next, if you sell on Poshmark and you sell shoes, you better be using this box. Like, this is the shoe size box from the post office. It's totally free. This one is not flat rate. That's why we don't usually use it. There's typically cheaper ways to ship shoes, but again, for Poshmark sellers where it doesn't matter, this is like your go-to box for shipping shoes. We love this because you can do other things with it as well, as far as like shipping other goods. Like, yeah, it's great for shoes, but I'm going to show you an example of this guy. Now, I would never pack a cloth like that in here, but it's just an example of like, you can fit random size things in here that are like long and weird, oddly shaped. So that's what we use that for. But again, we hardly use this. It's more of a backup, more of like a weird filler size box, and it's free, so why not? But again, if you're selling on Poshmark, Mercari, things like that, where the labels are flat rate for you, definitely get those. Now, when it does come to actually, we skipped over one really important one. What am I doing? I feel like a noob right now. So, infamous bubble mailer. Pretty much every seller like uses this and knows of this, which is great. But for the ones that don't, and for the ones that have never tried to be tricky with these things, pay attention. So, same mailer, and there is a pair of shoes, which is cool. A lot of people don't know this, nor a lot of people do this. It's totally fine to ship shoes like this. There's a pair of shoes in there. Like, guys, these are, what size are these? These are men's 7.5, so they're smaller. You could probably fit up to like a men's 9 size shoe in here. Women's shoes are super easy, like a size 5, totally easy. 6, doesn't matter, like you will pop it in there. Do this for any shoes that are maybe like already like a little bit worn down. Maybe they're a little bit more heavy duty. So like these are like really heavy duty hiking shoes. Nothing's gonna happen to them in this. I wouldn't ship like a pair of rare Yeezys or something like really high end in this, like totally put it in a box. Moving on to that though, we're gonna cover that next. So, We covered the priority mail shoebox and we told you we don't use that. What we use is a basic 12 by 9 by 5 box. Nothing special. We get these on Staples. They're super cheap. The link will be below. We buy them in 25 packs at a time. The reason we love these over the priority mail boxes is because they're smaller and you can still fit some pretty impressive things in there. Like, these are some chunky, big freaking mountaineering boots in here. And like, they fit totally fine, guys. Like, I love this box. We've been using this size, the 12 by 9 by 5 for years now. I mean, for at least 3 years. Like, this has been our go-to box. We love that size. Then going back to some more free stuff. So if you have a eBay store subscription, you can get like discounts and stuff like that. The link will be below. This is one of their boxes. It's the 16 by 12 by 8. This is the box I recommend. If you're gonna use your coupon on free stuff from eBay, either get the really big poly bags or get these boxes. They're the largest size you can get. Avoid the stickers, the inserts, the no cards, any of that crap. Avoid all of it, guys. Please do not like waste your coupon on that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, eBay gives you a coupon every quarter. If you have a store subscription, you get like $50 or $25, whatever it is. Really helps us out. So the reason I love this box is because A, it's free from eBay. B, we use it for really big things like this. So this is a really big puffer jacket, and it's also quite valuable, so I don't want to just ship it in a poly bag. We're going to cover those next, but I want to protect this a little bit more because I'm trying to get like $100 for it, so I definitely want to put it in a box. This is what you need. Like, you can't jam this into like the medium flat rate mailer. Like, you're gonna have a really crappy time and someone's not gonna be too happy about that. You need a box like that, even if you're shipping clothes. During winter especially, like, guys, get a few large boxes because some jackets really suck to ship. So what we're gonna talk about next is gonna be actually bags. So let's just go back into the jacket situation, okay? So these are the largest poly bags that we carry. I think they're 18 by like 24 or something like that. These are really great because what you can do, they're great for soft goods, they're great for backpacks, they're great for big winter jackets, but they're also great if you make like a really janky box and you don't trust it. You can just put the poly mailer like on the box and just make it look way better. But in that bag, I was able to fit 2 large winter jackets, and there is still plenty of room in there, okay? So if you're doing Poshmark bundles, anything like that, like I said, I wouldn't ship like a super high-end jacket like this. I would definitely put it in a box, but anything lower end, anything big bundles, heck yeah, throw it in a big old poly bag, guys. Now, we got the big guy covered. Let's move on to some normal small stuff. 2 bags here, they're both the same size, 10 by 13. Just basic run-of-the-mill like t-shirt size shirt bags. So we have used eco-friendly ones before. The price just kind of kills you right now. It's still not cheap enough. These bags we don't use anymore, but for someone that is trying to maybe organize things a little bit better, maybe make things look a little bit cleaner and professional, if you have small parts, if you make kits of things, definitely suggest getting these bags. They're a really great addition. But why we love these, because in that bag you can fit a sweater, okay? So it is a pretty small bag, but they stretch pretty well. This is a full-size normal sweater in this tiny bag, okay? So that's great. And then these little shipping bags, again, these are mostly like the size of like a shirt, but you can totally fit a sweater in there. Like, there's a full-size sweater in this tiny bag, guys. That's how we ship. If this was under a pound, this would go in there. Fantastic. You save some money. It doesn't need to go priority mail. It can go first class. That's our goal. Always first class when it comes to clothes. It's the absolute best way to make a profit, guys. So I hope this helped. I hope this gave you a kind of quick overview of how we do things here. And yeah, let's move on to the next stuff.